The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Charlotte. Devin Duvernay to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. And then oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency. Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Williams to throw on first. He's got more once again. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Bears, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chicago.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Toss play, Swift. And not much more there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Going run again with Swift. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the first and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Need hardly anything here. 2nd and inches. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Williams from the gun. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2 yards away from a touchdown to begin this game. Here's 3rd and goal. Swift. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Nothing on that play, and now it's 4th and goal from the 2.
Brings up 4th and goal.
All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Williams throwing on 4th. That is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get the game's first points here in the 2nd. All right, partner, 1 drive in, and we can say it. This guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. It might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their 2nd bite.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add 1 on to their first touchdown of the contest. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. Looks away from 1. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight to the air here. It's Young. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
All right, first sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Young working from the gun. He can run it.
Now that's a situation, may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Young. He just throws this one away.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd, it's long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. Real quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur and might even hear a few birds.
It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around. First down throw by Williams. He's keeping it. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Bears first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chicago.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First and goal, Swift. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears grow their lead just before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Trevor Etienne to return this. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7. Out of the gun, Young. All the left side. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 now from the 46. Young throwing here. He takes it himself.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Second and 3 now. Now Young. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Young looking to throw. And he's going to lob this to the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallo. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Young to throw it. Pulled in by Tommy Tremble. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Throws this one deep left. Wide open down the field, and he has it! And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
7 on the play. That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They're going down on the run. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
14 more yards.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Dowdle again. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Panthers 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Josh Blackwell to return it. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. Panthers pick this one up. Won't manage anything after the recovery, so that is where they'll take over after the fumble.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First and 10 from the 32. Back to throw. Here's Young. He's got it over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Give him 5 yards on the pickup. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. On the ground again with Dowdle. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Defense shows blitz. Young. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it'll be third and goal.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Back to throw it. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers now trail by just a point in the fourth. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 21 yards on the play, and that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Bears with a little more work to do to win it here. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He'll look to throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
To throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Carolina offense headed out now. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Receiver in motion, going left. Here he is to throw. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now. Into the hands of Leggett. This is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Young again. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Bears going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down there in the dime set. They'll send a receiver left. Now to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st down, Young. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. Young working from the gun. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. 1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the give to Dowdle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. So the Panthers guard the vault and get the win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.